You destroyed my city. All I have left are my flags.
Now I'm gonna beat you to death with them.
Fatality.
It's a good thing. It's like taking care of your feet.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So
it's like a purging stone. You just rub it on your face, and it takes the gross hollowness away.
just buff your face right off.
Yeah, you buff your gross,
Buff
hollow
the hollowness
face
away.
away and become a human again. Welcome to round 19 of Wake Up 3. I am your host, Cam.
And I am your host, Molly. And we are a fighting game podcast from a couple who loves fighting games. So, welcome. And we're so glad that you're here because we have some fun stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
Starting off with a mix-up. I don't know about you, but I feel like I've noticed there's a lot of talk in MK1 right now revolving around a certain aspect of the game, and that is cameos. So,
Okay. Yeah.
I've got a Who's That Cameo mix-up for you today. So here we go.
Let's check it out.
Who's That Cameo? Old Moon.
Old Moon. What the hell is that? Makes me think of like a werewolf or night wolf. Shit, I have no idea, man. I didn't think I was going to get stumped right off the bat here. I'm just going to guess Hotaru because just a big dumb beast. I don't know. I'm clueless on this one, honestly.
It belongs to Serena.
Oh, is it like her hex thing or something?
Actually, no. It is not.
Oh.
So.
All right, well. I haven't chosen Serena at all yet.
Yeah, I guess that was a little bit
Whoops.
unfair. But,
That's okay,
you know,
whatever.
Next up,
I got mixed.
guess this throw. 4th of July.
4th of July. I think it's Lee May because she uses the fireworks.
A cameo? We're doing cameos.
Shit.
Don't
What?
forget.
No, I thought this what you said throws. Okay, 4th of July. Sector because missiles.
You're right. Good.
Okay.
You were thrown there for a second. Thrown.
Thrown LMAO.
All right, so you're 1-1 here. Next up, Unhappy Feet. This is a move from a cameo.
Unhappy feet. This is the time where I confess that I've only played as like 4 or 5 cameos at this point because I just keep choosing my favorites.
I guess it's more of can you guess based on what the move is called, who it belongs to, even though you haven't played them necessarily.
Unhappy feet, is it Hotaru?
Again, no, it's Sub-Zero.
Oh damn! I just figured I would go with the person that had the most feet.
Happy
Stupid.
Feet, like penguin. Isn't that like a penguin movie?
Yeah, I think so.
So like someone with Arctic
I guess
abilities.
I guess it makes sense. I was just thinking, I don't know, who has the most feet?
Okay.
Big dumb beast.
Let's see if you can carry on 1 and 2.
Okay.
Guess this throw from a cameo.
Okay.
Rapid fire blows.
Rapid fire blows. I'm going to think about this because I've got to get this one right. Who even is there other than robots and Striker and Jax?
Oh, for cameo?
Yeah, like, who even is there? Those are like the only 4 I play. I don't even see the rest of the cameo roster.
There are definitely some I don't see.
Rapid fire blows. Someone that punches a fuck ton fast.
Yeah. He does it, like in every game.
Okay, I think that narrowed it down. I think that was a clue. Because I had 2 characters in mind. I had Darius and Kung Lao. But I think it's going to be Kung Lao because you said in every game.
You got it. Sneaky there. But yeah, I did kind of give you a hint.
Okay, sweet. Thanks for that.
Alright, next up. This is a regular move.
Okay, so I'm 2 and 2.
Hellblades.
Hellblade. Scorpion?
Yes.
3 and 2, baby.
How about this throw? Blade cutter.
Blade cutter. Serena?
No. Sonya. Blade.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
How about this regular move?
Okay.
Lethal takedown.
Lethal takedown. Is it striker?
It is.
Okay, okay. I'm glad I didn't get that one wrong.
So now it's 3 and 3, I think.
I believe so.
This is the final one, so it's gonna decide your fate. It's a throw.
Okay.
I know you are, but what am I?
Is it Pee Wee Herman?
It should be.
Shujinko?
Yes.
Deduction, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
I was just thinking of, like, I don't know, who's the person that is kind of a mystical weirdo?
That fits. All right, well, excellent work surviving the mix-up ultimately. Sheesh.
It's a tough one.
It was back and forth there.
That was a long chain. That was like a Baraka Cyrax style chain.
Yeah.
MK1 style mix up for sure.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Well, let's get into our week in fighting games, which shouldn't be that much because we mentioned last week that we are joining a team tournament. We'll probably throw an update in here, probably right here after after we do it. But yeah, we've been just really focusing in on our specific team that we're going to use.
Yeah.
It's Team Tarkat. You're doing Baraka.
Yeah.
Baraka Jax? Correct?
I think so. Yeah, I'm doing Baraka Jax. I don't know who else I would do at this point.
And I'm doing Melina Jax. So it's, you get it. Team Tarkat. But we have just been playing as just those characters. Before I was really conflicted forever on who to choose and finally narrowed it down to Melina, and I've been seeing a lot of success online and feeling pretty good with her. And then you've been getting a lot of quitalities with your Baraka Jax.
Yeah, with my Baraka Jax combo, I feel like I've had a lot of people quitting on me after like the very first fight in Combat League, and it's been kind of funny.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really fun using Jax.
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun, and that was kind of a surprise, but I like the unblockable, and I like making him come out multiple times or stay out, where I feel like it'll surprise the person a lot of the time, especially on the second or the third time he's still there. Like, man, why is he still here? Go away.
Also, I've noticed, like, compared to other people when we play online, I feel like I use my cameo way more.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the people that we see so far, I've noticed they don't really use their cameos in that creative of ways.
I feel like I've had a pretty easy time since picking up Melina. I don't think I had picked her up last time we recorded, so this is like new, probably.
Yeah, I think you had
New
mentioned
information?
I think you had mentioned that like you had dabbled in her, but it was nothing serious.
That's true. And then once I chose her, you and I would do sets first to 5s to determine like who's gonna go online. So I've been playing a lot online. And the first 2 we went 5 and 2. So like I was getting some wins, but nowhere near like being able to beat your Baraka in a first to 5. And then the next fight we did was a 5 to 3. And then the fight after that, you went 0 and 5. So there was like a sudden turning point.
Yeah, I don't know what
where
happened
I just
there.
started kicking your butt, but
I don't know what happened there. Was that when I picked up a new cameo and I was like having to relearn shit a little bit? Or I don't know what it is. Yeah, maybe that was when I picked up Jax. Was that at the same time?
Maybe. It is now post-tournament, and the results are in. We didn't do so hot.
It's fine. It was our first one.
It's just more experience, and that got me to want to shape up my gameplay even more if I want to keep participating in tournaments, which I do think is cool. And like I would love to be able to hold my own in one at some point. So yeah. I've been playing a lot more League because of it, because I feel like that's the difference, is that the people that are winning and doing super good in these tournaments are playing way more than I'm currently playing, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely putting the work in.
Yeah, so I need to do the same I want to stand a chance.
I kind of felt the same way. Like, we lost both of our matches, and I just kind of walked away from it thinking, like, well, I think I just need to play more and get more experience. I need more matchup knowledge. That's my thing right now.
Yeah, I agree. So it wasn't like a discouraging loss or anything. It was just a, gotta get better. And I have my first tournament experience in MK1, so I can always say that, at least. We figured since it's October now, we're getting into the spooky month, and we have a spooky character to talk about. Cam has all of the information, so take it away.
So today we are going to be talking about Havik, and part of the reason we're talking about Havik is because he hasn't been around in a very long time. It's been 17 years since his last appearance, since Armageddon. But the other part of why we wanted to talk about him is because he won the first major. Well, Stryker won the first major.
With Havik.
Yeah, Stryker won the first major using Havik exclusively. And I think that's pretty sweet. Character loyalty, stick with it all the way through. It paid off. It's pretty hype.
Yeah, and that's a cool stat to get for the life of MK1 tournament-wise.
Definitely.
Like competitive-wise.
And didn't he beat Punk?
Yeah.
That's right. So that's sweet. He'll always have that.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
I'll always have that picture of
the
trophy.
Picture of the trophy. Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to Stryker for winning Havik.
Definitely.
Who we are talking about today.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah. And before we jump into his first appearance, which was Mortal Kombat Deception 2004, I just wanted to give you a single piece of trivia or a fun fact about Havik. He was originally designed as an alternate skin for Noob Saibot. Wow. And then they had the skin, they had the design, and they thought, we should just make this a new character because it looks pretty tight.
Wow.
So yeah, he was originally just designed as Noob Saibot's alternate skin, and then that's what happened. I thought it was interesting that he started out as Noob, I guess, because in Mortal Kombat 11, Noob Saibot has a mask. And I'm pretty sure it was a Combat League thing that we got later on. But doesn't that look a little bit like Havik?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'd never noticed that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There's a mask from Combat League that you could earn in Mortal Kombat 11 where the bottom part of it looked like a missing jaw piece, and you can see like the exposed nose bone or whatever. It looks very Havik inspired.
Not something I would have thought about before.
Right. Now you might just think about those two as not interchangeable, but as related in some way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So, I guess that being said, let's jump into his first appearance, Mortal Kombat Deception, 2004. This was the second of the 3D era games following Deadly Alliance, and I've got his bio here. Chaos. The universe thrives on it. Forces pitted against each other in never-ending turmoil. My kind worships entropy. We wander the realms, sowing disorder. My later sojourn has brought me to Lei Chen, an outworld city imprisoned by the one known as Hotaru. For many years, he has kept chaos at bay beyond the outer walls. I would undo the order that he had fought so hard to maintain. It was I who led the heroes, I put that in quotation marks, to the location of the Dragon King. The chaos that would ensue from their attack would be a blessing to this realm. Onaga must never gain the upper hand in this struggle. The realms shall never cease their struggle. Chaos will reign forever. Yeah, so it sounds weird, right? It's like he's helping the heroes. He calls them heroes. He's helping them find Onaga so they can defeat Onaga. Because he finds out that Onaga's goal is to basically destroy everything or make it so it's all one realm and rule over it and rule over everyone. And Havik hates order more than anything else, so he's like, I don't want to be under one rule. So let's help these dudes and then try to attack them, I guess, afterwards. Maybe
whatever's the most chaotic route, I'm sure. Do you think we would see Hotaru come back?
I could see that happening, yeah. I think it would be interesting. I think out of
Yeah.
the remaining 3D era characters that they haven't brought back in some way, whether it be main roster or cameo, I do think Hotaru would be a pretty cool one.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the flags.
That's true. He would be unique.
Yeah, why not? I don't know
I
what
hope you could dress him sort of like a shy guy.
Okay, so you want to have him like cool, like little masks and stuff.
Just red. With like a with a white.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Just
Okay.
a red outfit.
So you just want Hotaru in red.
Yeah.
You want him to have like
Is that a weird request?
You want him to have
Probably.
like an A button flag and a B button flag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like Mario Party.
Yeah. Shy guy says.
Okay, I got you.
Flags.
Yeah, okay.
I would assume he's gonna, if they made him a main roster character, he would have flag things.
Probably.
Like attacks.
Yeah. And then I think
Maybe.
his weapon at that time was a sword.
Oh.
Like
Why doesn't he use his flags? I guess this isn't Hotaru's episode.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's get back to Havik. So, yeah, I guess maybe there is potential to see him.
Yeah, I would say there's potential,
Just
sure.
because he's related to Havik.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does seem like we are going to get more of Havik based on the epilogue to the story. We're getting ahead of ourselves here.
That's true.
So that was Havik's first bio, anyways. And then, so leading into Mortal Kombat Deception's story, here's the rest of it. Seeing Onaga's return and plans to unite the Kamidogu as a possible threat to the never-ending turmoil of life, Havik made its way to put a halt to the schemes of the Dragon King. Along the way, he encountered a severely wounded Cabal, who had just been defeated by the Red Dragon Mavado. Healing Cabal's injuries, Havik managed to convince Cabal to restore the former glory that the Black Dragon clan once possessed in the name of anarchy, something that would promote chaos in Earthrealm. Havik, along with Cabal and his new Black Dragon recruits, Kira and Cobra, ventured into Outworld. There, Havik revealed his plans, lure the heroes into a battle with Onaga, and, once the Dragon King had been defeated, take down or distract the victors of the battle long enough so that Havik could get close enough to the body and consume Onaga's heart, which granted Havik the ability to resurrect the dead. Havik lured the heroes to the Dragon King as planned so that he could put his own schemes into motion.
Did Havik know that eating Onaga's heart would give him any special anything?
I feel like he was hoping for something, yeah.
It just seems very like, where did you get this information? Because why else would you? I guess chaos, you know?
Pretty fucking chaotic,
Chaos,
if
that's
you
the
ask me,
answer.
yeah.
But wow, okay. I don't know if consuming the heart of Onaga just to receive the power to reanimate corpses is like good enough. Do you think that's a good trade?
I guess it depends on
What
what
if
kind
you
of
were-
corpses you're trying to reanimate. Like, are you trying to, like, kill heroes or make it so heroes and villains and whatever die over time and then reanimate them? And does that give you control over them? Or are they just reanimated and then in, like, a dumb zombie state?
It's just kind of all unexpected. I just think it's interesting that Havik heals Cabal
Yeah.
on the whim that Cabal will agree to his chaos plan. Like, what if Cabal didn't want to do that?
I feel like he convinces him, like, hey, you know what would be really cool if you were in charge of the Black Dragon?
Yeah, so are we to believe that Havik is like a smooth talker? Because I feel like you'd have to be
I guess so,
to
yeah.
get people to go along with your chaos.
I guess he's a smooth talker, and he's able to just convince them, like, hey, look at the power that you'll get if you do this cool stuff.
He's like a pretty good healer, I guess.
Yeah, he's like,
Because
hey.
it said that Cabal was like really injured.
Like, gravely injured, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Mavado left him for dead after beating the shit out of him and taking his hook swords, and then using hook swords from then on.
Wow. So I think there's a lot going on with Havik so far in his first appearance, it seems.
Yeah, I think so.
What else do we got?
From there, we go 2 years on into 2006 Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That is the third and final of the 3D era games. His bio in this game is a little bit shorter than the last one. A denizen of Chaos Realm, Havik despises order and sees it as a threat to everything in which he believes. His mission is to create mayhem and further unravel the fabric of life. He will also destroy anyone who seeks to control others. Pretty
Pretty
short.
simple.
Mm-hmm. From then on, we go to the Mortal Kombat 10 comic books. So we jump way into the future, up to 2015.
Wow. So almost 10 years.
And these comics ran for 3 years. They ran for 36 issues. And Havik was like the main antagonist throughout this entire series. And I'm not going to get into the details of this one because I haven't read it yet. But he was the main antagonist of that. I wonder how many people were asking for Havik in MKX when that game was around. Because this comic series was coming out during MKX.
Yeah, it must have been a shit ton.
Like, do you think that had any influence? Like, oh yeah, Havik for MKX.
Absolutely.
He's in the comic.
He's the main antagonist, like...
And he's been in this thing for like 3 years.
And it's for MKX?
Yeah. Honestly, like, shout out to, I guess, MK1 for just straight up giving you Havik right away.
Yeah.
That being said, Mortal Kombat 11, he is mentioned very, very, very briefly in the Aftermath story by Shang Tsung. After Shang, Nightwolf, and Fujin beat up Garrus, he's just, I guess, laying on the ground, as he usually is after he gets beaten up. Shang sends him through a portal, and then everybody looks at him like, what was that? What'd you do? And Shang just says, I sent him to Chaos Realm. Havik will keep him busy. And then he was also in Joker's arcade ending, where the two meet up and just become BFFs and go on like an anarchy spree together. And it's just happily ever after. So just a fun little thing.
So there was no mention at all in MKX of Havik, like in the game?
Nope.
Wow. Yeah, that must have felt really cold to Havik fans, I think.
Yeah.
Was that the most difficult time you guys went through as Havik fans out there?
I wonder because...
It sounds like it to me. Maybe
Yeah,
MK11 was hard too, just because, like, man, still? There was even, like, I'm sure the Combat League seasons probably got some people hopeful.
Oh, yeah,
like, I know for me,
definitely.
like, the Ermac one got me hopeful. You can't help it.
Right, yeah.
You're looking for a character that you miss.
Definitely.
And then I have to ask something before we get to MK1. I'm noticing a lack in Havik's history of Darius.
Yeah.
And they're like best friends in MK1.
Yeah, and that is interesting that you mentioned that.
I expected learning about his past to hear Darius mentioned, but he's nowhere. They've never been friends till now?
Nope. Anyways, MK1 bio. So, pre-game, here we go. A citizen of the realm of Sato, which would just be Order Realm. Havik is sworn to take down its oppressive regime and free his people. In Sato, order is prized above all else. Law-breaking is met with strict punishment. Its citizens live in strictly regulated cities. As a member of Sato's lowest city, Havik had neither rights nor privileges. He seethed with anger at the injustice. Injustice? When he is brutally punished for a minor crime, Havik finally decides to act. He sets out to destroy Sato's regime and replace it with an anarchist utopia. So that is his bio going into Mortal Kombat 1. And we find out in the story that he joins up with Quan Chi to help him succeed in whatever sorcerer shit's going on.
Yeah, so I think you can assume that Chronica, quotations, has visited Havik as well. Because I think she's gone around, Shang, has gone around and convinced all these people to go do this. Meet up and do this. Because, yeah, he's really directing all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I wonder, I hadn't thought about that. This is where we see their little friendship with Darius, and that's because now he is from Order Realm.
Yeah,
so
and
I guess they're from the same place.
They make mention of, like, consulting with Darius about things first. Like, they have a really close bond because Havik doesn't want to make a decision without talking to Darius first.
Oh, it also... Jesus, it wasn't even the end of the bio.
Oh, okay.
The rest of it was short. Once he breaks Sato's social order, Havik will free its citizens, Together they will live in blessed anarchy. I think they did him pretty good in MK1. I feel like his moveset is cool. It's very unique.
I do wonder about the people that have liked Havik forever. Are they happy with this Havik? Because I feel like I haven't really heard too much.
I feel like we're going to get a lot more Havik content in the future. It definitely seems like they are leading us in that direction because of the epilogue. But aside from that, what else did he do in the story? Because we've gone through his bio for this game. But other than that, he followed Quan Chi. He helped him unleash that soul battery in the living forest. He got his face melted off by Scorpion. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
And then, of course, yeah, like obviously the ending, the very end.
It's like not even the same person.
I've got one more thing, Mortal Kombat 1 related here, and that is his arcade ending. And that's because his is actually canonical, apparently. Not all of them are, of course. Quan Chi's defeat had cost me everything. For months I had furthered his plot, and now I had to start over. Sato's people were still in chains. That's when Rain approached me. On the run from Empress Melina, he was desperate for help. And though I'd had my fill of sorcerers, this one was different. I had agreed to provide him safe haven. He agreed to help topple Sato's government, and topple it we did. Rain summoned a wave so vast, so powerful, that it crushed the capital. Sato's fascist rulers were swept away. My people are finally free. They can chart their own course, needing only to follow their own desires. Their lives are now blessed by anarchy.
Yeah, that's just kind of surprising that... I guess not too surprising, given that he would be on the run from Empress Melina. Like, she wouldn't want to have anything to do with Rain.
Yeah, at this point, for sure.
Yeah.
That he had anything to do with plotting against her regime.
He was the sneaky little sorcerer, so...
Yep. So, yeah, he helps topple Sato and smashes it with a gigantic tidal wave, and I wonder if that'll lead to anything. I wonder if it'll lead to Hotaru coming around, because he'll probably be pissed at Havik. Like, you destroyed my city. All I have left are my flags.
Now I'm going to beat you to death with them.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Some kind of vengeful Hotaru storyline.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, give us that.
Didn't walk into this recording thinking I would be saying that by the end. But
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Like I knew we were talking about Havik.
Yeah, but now we're gonna be talking about Hotaru because we're gonna get a story that's actually all about Hotaru, not Titan Havik, and then from there it's gonna lead into a first-person Neo-style slasher samurai game where you use a sword and your flags to beat the shit out of everyone.
Yeah, so you heard it here first. That's what the story expansion is going to include.
It's going to be like Shaolin Monks, except for it's just Hotaru, and you get to use your flags.
Yeah, so 3D era lovers rejoice. Once again, this game is for you. It always has been, ever since they stopped making it be Injustice 3. And is that where we're leaving off with our friend Havik? Is that all the chaos he's causing today?
That's all the chaos that he is causing at this point. Yeah, he's obviously looking forward to doing more chaos because Titan Havik is psyched. New era Havik is kind of just beginning. Like, he just got his face burnt. He's up to something as well. Mm-hmm. Both Haviks are up to something. Will they meet? Will they disapprove of each other?
That
will
would
they
be
team
real
up?
chaos. Yeah, will they disapprove of each other? There's a lot of questions.
Would it be more chaotic to team up or to dislike each other?
Man, I almost feel like dislike each other. But then maybe it would be like 50-50.
And then it flip-flops like halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a weird drama of some kind.
We don't know all the answers, but we do know one answer that trumps all answers, and that is chaos.
That's right. So let chaos reign from the Cleric of Chaos.
Canonically, Havik is a healer.
That's right. Now I want to...
However chaotically he does it.
Yeah, he did it so he could create anarchy in another realm because he just thought that would be cool, even though he wouldn't be there to see it.
I imagine if you're under, like, Nurse Havik's care, you're going to feel uneasy the whole time, because while he's definitely going to cure you,
He might also
it's
put like a
going to
rat
be
in there.
chaos. Yeah, it's going to happen chaotically every step of the way. Just be grateful that Havik decided to help you.
That is all that I had for Havik, actually.
All right.
So he has not appeared in any animated films or anything like that. No live action movies.
No upcoming plans for Havik that we know of yet?
Nothing that we know of at this point.
Okay.
I'd love to hear from some of the people that have been longtime Havik fans. I just want to hear their opinions on MK1 Havik, his design, and then more importantly, his gameplay. How does he feel to you guys?
Yeah, was it worth the wait, and how was the wait? Well, thanks for sharing all the Havik info today, and
Yeah, absolutely. I had a fun time researching Havik, and I hope you had a good time listening. Hope you learned something from him. I like his form of chaos because it's not just random, you know what I mean? It's I'm going to do this so I can create. He's just a wild card. I don't know. I kind of like it.
yeah, the answer is always chaos
Yeah, I guess that's right. Chaos theory.
for Havik.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Wake Up 3. You can follow along on Twitter at Wakeupthreefgc or on YouTube and Spotify at Wakeup3. I'm your host Cam, and you can find me at Big Ruck Online on all social media.
And I'm your host Molly, and you can find me on Twitter at Concut, that's KAHNKUT, or on PlayStation, that's Jan Michaels.
This is Wake Up 3 signing off.
Bye.
He's always referring to the ladies as like my girls or my beauties, and I feel like that's kind of a recent
Lovely
thing.
girls.